We've got two chefs here in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen today because next week, Virginia Beach Restaurant Week begins, and to celebrate, we're going to be making two dishes from two restaurants in the resort city. So first in the kitchen this morning, Executive Chef John Chapman from Lynn Haven Fish House. What are we making?
Well, today we're doing a neat dish. It's actually something that anybody can do at home. I'm going to describe this as a recipe for four. It's broiled salmon, and we're going to start off with some beautiful fresh salmon fillets. I'm going to put a little bit of paprika and Lawry's seasoning salt. I've gone ahead and mixed this together in advance. And we're going to get a little bit of olive oil on these. And you want to just get that nice and coated.
And rub it with your hands?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a good technique.
And what we're going to do, I've got my oven preheated to about 375 degrees. It's going to go on a nice little baking sheet here. I'm sure just about everybody has at home.
Right.
And into the oven.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
While we're cooking this, we're going to work on a topping for this. We're going to use fresh spinach. We're going to have a little bit of salt and white pepper, fresh garlic, fresh Bermuda onions, fresh squeezed lemons, and we're going to flash just a little bit of Pernod, which gives it kind of a hint of licorice.
Right, I'm going to step back because here you've got some high heat going. So
yes,
when you said that, I thought maybe I should move back a little bit.
We'll start off with a little bit of olive oil in the pan here.
Okay. Always cook with olive oil? Fish dishes?
I like to cook with olive oil because it's healthy. I will cook with butter. And as you can see, that pan's good and hot. We're going to start off with a little bit of onion.
Ooh. And you want that at a high heat?
Yeah. Well, we're on a pretty tight timeline, and if you've been working all day and you want a nice quick dinner at home,
this is the way to do it.
You want to go fast so you can sit down and relax and enjoy yourself with your family, your friends.
Some spinach there.
A little bit of fresh spinach, some fresh chopped garlic.
John, this is great. Can I help you in any way?
A little bit of salt and pepper. You know, you can. You could squeeze a few lemons in there.
Got it.
Just try to catch the seeds. There you go.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Do you stir this up while you're doing it, or are you waiting for it to come down a little bit?
We're going to get that to come down a little bit. Beautiful. You got that fresh citrus in there. Let me grab a plate. Now, obviously, that salmon takes a bit longer, so I already had one in the oven, so the mystery's over.
The magic of TV. It's okay.
When that salmon comes out of the oven, you're going to have a little bit. Let's bring it over here.
So you put that in there for 400 for how long?
For about 9.5 minutes or so. We're going to want to squeeze some fresh lemon on that fish. And I call this a rinse. Right after fish comes out, that fresh lemon kind of
the lemon, is it like
some of the
while
oils.
it's still hot? You put
while it's still hot, and I hit it with a little bit of white wine. You can use a Chardonnay. You can use a Sauvignon Blanc. It's, you know, whatever your preference is. But you can smell that wine and lemon. Great. And we're going to take that salmon right off onto the plate.
You're a master. You can tell because you've got it all going.
Now comes in the Pernod.
Okay, this is where I back up.
Just a dash. It's very strong.
And what is that?
Pernod is a liquor that has you smell that little hint of.
I do.
A little bit of licorice.
Right. So that's something that you get at.
You get that at the ABC store.
And then it adds a kind of a licorice flavor to.
Just a nice subtle hint. You don't want to go too heavy on that, though.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Fresh crumbled feta. And the piece de resistance,
from the crowd.
You must have a garnish.
Yep.
And we need some lemon, because everybody loves lots of lemons.
John Chapman, you did it.
Bon
This is our salmon dish. And we will have another chef here in the kitchen coming up in our next segment. We'll come back in our third segment and talk about talk more about Virginia Beach Restaurant Week. John Chapman, thank you very much. Back here in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen, celebrating Virginia Beach Restaurant Week, which is next week. And to celebrate that, we're going to be making 2 dishes from 2 restaurants in the resort city. First up was our broiled salmon from Lynn Haven Fish House. Now we're in the kitchen with Jim Mayer, executive chef of One Fish, Two Fish, making some appetizers today.
First, I'm going to make an appetizer from our Restaurant Week menu. It is Prince Edward Island mussels sauteed with a spicy Bloody Mary sauce.
Very good.
So
how do we get started?
Do a little oil in the pan.
Olive oil?
Yeah, I use a blended oil, olive oil. Let's start with some shallots and roasted garlic.
And really, it makes it quicker, obviously, if you have it all cut before the whole
Mise en place.
mise en place.
Mise en
Yeah,
place.
you guys are really good with that.
All right, there's my mussels.
Now, these are all closed up.
Yes.
And then they're going to open up, obviously, in the cooking process.
Correct. Prince Edward Island mussels are probably the most famous mussels we have. We purge them before we use them, which is we soak them in some salt water so they get that little bit a little bit of that salt water back into the shell before they're ready to be sauteed in a pan and add that.
So it takes some extra prep time to do that before you actually cook them.
And the other thing I already have prepared, but I wanted to show you is we are also doing a lobster and jumbo lump crab seafood crepe out of the homemade crepes here, which we will saute shallots, poblano peppers, and red bell peppers with the lobster meat.
So you won't be doing that here, but you've done that.
I have brought them.
And you have the finished product in the oven.
For you guys to try.
And we can't wait to do that.
So I got my mussels going here. I'm trying to heat up a little bit. And I add a little white wine, Chardonnay probably, most times.
Okay. That works better, you found?
Works better, I believe. And then we use Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix. It's an award-winning Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I like to use it because it doesn't have horseradish in it, and it's full of all fresh herbs and ingredients. There's no high fructose corn syrup.
Very good. How do you find the ingredients that you use? Like, for example, how did you find that worked best with this dish? Just trial and error, or?
Sunday brunch, one afternoon, having a Bloody Mary.
Nice. Really
so,
nice.
as we put those in there, then we'll also add, we call this herbs de Provence, which is a blend of herbs that has basil, oregano, thyme, rosemary, and fresh parsley. We'll put that in there. And I'll put in a little whole butter to help build the sauce up. Okay.
Now, I know you have to go a little quicker here for this segment than normal, but would you normally cook this?
This is called an a la minute item, which we'll start to make as soon as the order comes in, and it's usually ready in about 4 to 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So the way you're doing it now is actually the way you do it time-wise. So that didn't really take very long to add the butter.
Well, just for them to cook up. In the meantime, I will get the
and the mussels already opening up.
the crepes out. I'll show you the crepes. That's what we're going to do here. They're filled with the lobster and the jumbo lump crab meat.
Very good. How long did you put that in there for?
Those crepes, we have I believe the recipes are on your website, and we cook them. Once you make them, you put them in the oven, 375 degrees for about 20 minutes.
Okay, very, very good.
And they're topped with a tarragon cream sauce that has been fortified with some crab stock and tarragon.
Smells really, really good. So this looks like it's pretty much done?
Yeah.
We're coming up on finishing up.
And we serve that with some nice crusty baguettes.
Very, very good.
In the oven.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
You did a lot of cooking in the last few minutes. We're going to check in with you and John Chapman coming up in our next segment to talk more about Virginia Beach Restaurant Week. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have a lot of love in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen on this Friday. Back here with both of our executive chefs, Jim Mayer from One Fish, Two Fish, John Chapman from Lynn Haven Fish House. And you've done some marathon cooking. We've got your salmon dish here.
Yes.
And, of course, our mussels all done.
The mussels are complete.
And here we have the dish that you made
crepe.
behind the scenes, but we have it all finished. But let's talk about Virginia Beach Restaurant Week.
Well, we do this every year, and it's really exciting. We give our patrons an opportunity to taste a lot of different neat new things. Here we are in 2011. Myself and the other chefs in the kitchen, we've put together some unique dishes. So each day for Restaurant Week, we're going to have a prefix menu.
Neat.
And the menu is going to encompass a lot of different varieties, and it's going to give you a lot of different choices for a very, very modest price. And we're going to do something different, actually unique and different each day.
Oh, each day of the week. That's
so,
nice.
we're going to roll out with Sunday and roll right on through the following weekend. So we're going to have a lot to offer. So I encourage you to come out not just once, not just twice.
Yeah.
Just come on
We'll
out.
get
You're
something
going to
different
have a blast.
every day. This is a real opportunity for folks who maybe have not tried your restaurants to get a taste at not a discounted price, but a price that may be more affordable to them, at least at the time that they think it's more affordable, right? I mean, a chance to taste it.
I think we're rolling out a terrific array of food at a great value, and I think you can't go wrong. Whether you're at One Fish, Two Fish, you're at the Lynn Haven Fish House, you're down at the ocean front. There's a lot of great restaurants in Virginia Beach, and this is our time to shine, and we're going to get after it.
Jim, I know that a lot of effort goes into these different menus because a lot of times you have to do a little bit of changing because you can't really use the same one that you use on a normal basis. What goes into the dishes that you will be preparing for Virginia Beach Restaurant Week?
We consider it like a courtship for some new customers.
I like that.
So what we like to do is just come up with something that's a little bit different that still shows exactly what we do, but just to bring them in and kind of woo them over a little bit.
Let's talk about the price structure a little bit because that's going to be the same at all the restaurants taking part in this week.
We're going to be doing a prefix luncheon, which will be 2 courses for $11.11, which is fantastic for what we're going to be offering. And then we're going to do a 3-course prefix dinner in the evening, which will be at $27.11. And that's going to give you an opportunity to have an appetizer, a choice of several different appetizers. You're going to get a fresh-made salad. You're going to get our famous hush puppies.
All of it together.
With your entree choices, you'll have a choice of many different side items. One item in which we seem to have a lot of calling for is our baked sweet potatoes. And I'm going to run 8 different species of fish, not just local fish, but we're going to have fish from all over the country. And we're also going to be featuring a different dinner special each evening, which will entice people to try some variety. And then, of course, we can't leave out dessert. That's also included, too. You're going to have a choice of 3 different desserts each evening. So bring your appetite.
You're tired already before the week starts. You've got definitely a week ahead.
We've got lots of energy.
How about you, Jim? What have you planned as far as price-wise? Because it is similar, right? Because they're all kind of similar as far as that goes.
The basics is a pre-feed menu for $27.11 for everybody to stay right in line with that. And what we, unfortunately, we are only open for dinner, and it should be fun.
Yeah.
We get a lot of people who come in, and it's a benefit to all the restaurants involved.
Fantastic. Be prepared for a great week coming up, a great week of food. John Chapman, Jim Mayer, thanks very much for stopping by.
Thank you.